There's a lot of talk and not much action.
The last few weeks have been filled with funding promises from the provincial government, but a pair of Winnipeg academics say one thing has been lacking from the barrage of budgetary announcements, and that's a focus on Manitoba's creative economy.
Creativity actually is the fastest growing industry in the West.
Alan Freeman and Radhika Desai are partners in life and in the pursuit and passion for the arts and arts policy. Desai is a professor and political scientist with a focus on the cultural economy at the University of Manitoba, and Freeman has been involved in cultural policy for decades, formerly holding positions in the City of London Mayor's office, where he was responsible for the UK capital's creative industries. He says the province of Manitoba has the potential to be a creative hub that's gone unharnessed, and feels it's important for members of the public to examine the track record on the issue.
One should judge, if one's making a judgment, who's done what over the last 15 years, not who's promising what now.
Freeman, who is also an expert in geopolitical economies, says there's a difference between funding cultural endeavors, which sometimes are inaccessible by the public, and investments in creative infrastructure, saying it's a concept both politicians and the voting public are still trying to understand.
You have to recognize that it's a combination of harnessing the creativity in every human, building the infrastructure that allows those humans to function, giving them the educational opportunities and the early career opportunities to develop their talent, and bringing that all together in one whole.
The blackout period for advertising government programs has now begun. The arts have played a small part in the province's recent peppering of promises ahead of the cutoff.
Those promises don't have any internal coherence.
Desai says right now there is a wider change happening across the globe and right here in Manitoba.
What we are witnessing is a transition of our economies to a form where they involve more and more creative labor.
However, instead of honing in on the opportunity to embrace the creative economy, Desai says the government has been pandering to its base and may be missing out.
That this is where economies of tomorrow are going to be made.
City News reached out to the PC Party of Manitoba for comment on their strategies to support the creative economy, but a response was not received by broadcast deadline. Manitobans go to the polls on October 3rd. In Winnipeg, Modjeski, City News.